Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about American culture and Deadpool and Wolverine. Spoilers for Deadpool and Wolverine here. So I saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Its first night available to watch was Thursday. I saw it on Thursday. I saw it on Friday. I saw it on Sunday. The reason why is I have a Regal pass, and the movie was excellent. And every time I watched it, I was like, I think I might have missed something. I think this movie is saying a lot. I want to make sure I catch all of it, right? So I think this film made a powerful statement about American culture. I want to tell you what I think that statement is, and then I want to ask you if you think I'm right, or if you think I'm wrong, or if you think the movie was saying something different. All right. So there's a point where they're in the void, and Deadpool and Wolverine come to a point where they need food. They're in the void. They've dealt with Cassandra Nova. She has killed Johnny Storm, like just murdered him, right in front of their eyes. And they escaped because she tried to murder. She tried to allow the void to murder them with Alioth, right? So they're together, and they're out, and they're doing their thing. And and I thought this was very interesting, where so all this is happening, right? And I was really fascinated by exactly what was occurring, right? And so we get to the point where, yeah, so they find this abandoned diner, and there's a couple cans of Spam, which are still good to eat, ready to go, right? Which I thought was really cool. That was a really interesting aspect of their adventure. And Wolverine is looking for alcohol, and he ends up drinking rubbing alcohol, which I'm like, whoa, that doesn't look good, right? That's not even as good as Thunder Ripple, right? So it's very, so we're dealing with this situation, and then we get to the point where, um, oh yeah, so then Wolverine has been with Deadpool, and this whole situation has happened where Deadpool has kind of drug him on this epic, cool, chaotic adventure. But it's been painful, and it's been costly, right? To everybody around Deadpool and Wolverine. No cost to them, right? So at this point, is really very fascinating. Wolverine says to Deadpool, "Have you ever been tested for ADHD?" I was like, whoa, what is that question doing in the middle of this movie, right? And Wolverine says, no. Okay. And I was like, wait a second. I think I see what they're saying, right? So here's what I think is being said. So I think this is what Ryan Reynolds was saying in the film. This is the lesson I think he's telling. So Deadpool is epic, cool, and chaotic, right? And Wolverine comes along and says, "Oh, hey, I see you're taking all these calculated. You're doing these things that I don't understand. So I'm going to check you for this acronym, right?" And basically, the moment Deadpool says, "No, I've never been tested for ADHD," he's saying, "I don't know if I have ADHD or not," right? The moment that happens, Wolverine stops asking and continues to deal with Deadpool. And I think, and it's like, okay, let's continue on the adventure. And I think if Deadpool had said, "Yes, I have ADHD," the whole adventure would have stopped, right? Wolverine was like, "Oh, thanks. We just have to get you to somebody with a prescription pad, and then I can dump you off because you're an acronym instant. You're not actually anybody I need to deal with. You're just an acronym instant, right? Like none of the choices you're making are calculated risks. None of the choices you're making are heroism. None of the choices you're making are you. They're just a condition." So I think Ryan Reynolds is saying, if you are epic, cool, and chaotic, you probably just aren't understood. If you go attach that acronym to yourself, ain't nobody ever going to go on an adventure with you, right? They're just going to take you to somebody with a prescription pad and make sure that you never go on an adventure again. and nobody ever goes with you. I think that's what Ryan Reynolds was saying. I really think, like, because basically the whole movie would have shut down. It would have been over, right? Like, oh, this isn't an adventure to save the world. We just need to get you somebody with a prescription card. We'll take care of you as an acronym incident. But if you don't have those letters attached to you, you're just an epic, cool, chaotic person. And I'm willing to take those risks, those calculated risks with you. I'm willing to make choices to be a hero with you. I'm willing to flip the world upside down with you. That's an incredibly powerful statement. I was really interested in that statement. That's why I saw Deadpool and Wolverine 3 times this weekend. Like, it was really good, and I really, really enjoyed it a lot. Every single word you just... Oh, and so my question is to you is, did you catch that message? Do you think that is exactly what Ryan Reynolds was saying in this film? I think so. But I'm really curious of... In fact, it is my humble opinion that is what Reynolds is saying. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. The important part is when I hear your humble opinion. Do you think that's what Ryan Reynolds is saying? I'd also love to hear your thoughts on any and all of Deadpool and Wolverine in this context. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.